Hello and welcome to another episode of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. We're playing the third and final mission of the Ire portion of the campaign. We're going to listen to Carrick's here, the Spear of Adun.
Hierarch, we are en route to the Spear of Adun. As long as its generators still function, I should be able to bring them online. Once the spear is fully activated, we must flee from this fallen world.
These are the different achievements. Once again, we're not really going for the achievements, but here they are. If you want to see them, you can pause and read. We're unlocking the photon cannon and shield battery, quite useful. And this isn't that tricky of a mission. I mean, it is the third mission, but, you know, it's a pretty difficult campaign overall, so we'll see how we do.
The Spear of Adun lies dormant beneath the heart of the Conclave. I had hoped to raise it, to secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival.
Artemis, why do you flee from your salvation?
Selendis. She has fallen under Amon's control. Karax, we have to bring the Spear of Adun online.
The first power cell is activating, but the remaining 4 have been disabled by creep.
I see. We have no choice but to clear them. What of our defenses?
Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us. They will allow us to deploy pylons anywhere on the battlefield. We should deploy one here as soon as possible.
So we're just going to do that. The first thing we can do, aside from getting probes, I guess, will be to deploy a pylon. There we go.
These photon cannons can defend our nexus point, Hierarch. They require only a pylon to function. You can warp in a pylon using the Spear of Adun. Press the Deploy Pylon button at the top of your command screen. Our cannons will now fire upon enemies within range. If they become damaged, the shield battery will restore their shielding.
These defenses will indeed be vital to our evacuation, but our first priority must be to clear the power cells of creep.
I'm detecting unpowered warp gates nearby. Constructing a pylon next to them would restore their power, giving us an advantage. The Spear of Adun's deploy pylon ability would be ideal for this. Of course, our probes can always warp in pylons as well.
So I don't quite remember where all the warp gates are. I believe there's another one there.
Warp gate online. We can begin warping in warriors from it immediately, Hierarch.
So this is what's unique with the Legacy of the Void campaign. The Wings of Liberty was just kind of do the missions, but they're a bit more modular. The Heart of the Swarm, you get to control Kerrigan.
We can now transform our gateways into warp gates. This allows us to warp in warriors to any area with pylon power.
So the Legacy of the Void, unlike Heart of the Swarm, which has the heroes, Legacy of the Void has the Spear of Adun. We're going to be using that throughout the mission. And it basically replaces the research or mutations portion as well as like the secondary. Well, I guess it replaces Kerrigan's abilities, but then it also kind of replaces the what do you say it? Research for the.
Circling bioforms on approach to our nexus.
Let's get that there.
We must rally our defenses.
What am I trying to say? It replaces the research and replaces Kerrigan's leveling. That's right. And then the mutations, they replace the armory. Let's try to keep that alive. Ah, never mind. We're gonna back off right there. I think we're gonna be getting some more shield batteries.
I am here in the shadows.
So we're going to be saving our energy. We will be using our deploy pylons, as they said, kind of like out and about. And I'm going to be moving my, the chrono boost to over there. I should probably get some zealots, zealots. We're just kind of poking and prodding a bit. We charge the shields, get some more stalkers. We might want to get ourselves another gateway, honestly. Getting ourselves some more static defense would be wise, in my opinion. We now have 9 stalkers, so we're not quite at critical mass yet, but we are getting closer to it. And we actually don't want to destroy the warp conduit yet. We want to clear more of the map, preferably get the next warp gate. Let's chill for a bit. 2 more stalkers. We're getting ourselves the 3rd. Oh, shit. I think that went pretty well, all things considered. Oh, shit. Yeah, so we lost one of these stalkers, but that is, like, a consequence of just playing. Get another cannon here. And we're going to try to move out real soon. Worst comes to worst, we'll just use a deploy pylon here. Like, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, they do replace the Zerglings around.
It shall be as you say.
Okay, we are going to use deploy pylon right there. Oh yeah, we can't use the blink when that happens.
State thy bidding. You require very well.
Lots and lots of minerals. So as soon as we get deploy pylon, I'm going to get that. Let's get ourselves 3 zealots. I'm going to be moving that to over there. Get a second shield battery. An additional cannon. And an additional warp gate, actually. I think that'll be the last warp gate we get.
Karax, I've brought another warp gate online. Prepare it for immediate use.
Prepare it for immediate use. I believe there are a few more mineral pickups that we want, but otherwise, I think we're pretty solid when it comes to the cache. There might be some things here. Not quite sure.
Another pack of Zerglings is approaching our nexus from the south.
Okay, we're gonna head back in that case. Oh, they're behind. Right there.
Very well.
Shit.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Yikes. That did not go great.
We move.
Oh well. Let's get 3 more stalkers and 2 more zealots.
I am here. I am the voice of the eclipse.
Struggle no more. Be released from your pain.
Maybe I'm being a bit preemptive with this. I should have saved beforehand. Let's save now in case this goes terrible.
My skills. I serve. We are one with the shadows. Very well.
Well done, Hierarch. All of the abandoned warp gates are now under our control.
I am here in the shadows.
I think 7 is kind of the max that we can support with our income. What I want to do is I kind of want to clear everything that is here. And then everything there. We're going to be pretty Stalker heavy. First off, we have the Vespene gas. And secondly, Zealots don't shoot up. So we want the save one more time. We may as well just use our deploy pylon at this point. Like, it doesn't hurt to have it. Just saves us 100 minerals.
You must construct additional pylons.
And we will get some more pylons right there. You're not trapped, are you? Okay. Good.
I am the voice of the
Let's overwrite the save we had, and let's go in.
intriguing,
Let's try to lure them out here.
unseen.
Lure them out. Use our numbers to our advantage. There we go. Oh shit. Well.
We are one with the shadows.
Life is broken, flawed. It must be reforged.
Cold is the void. We move unseen. It shall be as you say. Very well. I am the eyes here in the shadows.
I'm kind of running out of money. Not quite, but there isn't a huge amount left.
State thy bidding. We are one with the shadows. I serve for now. Intriguing. For the reckoning.
So we cleared everything there. I think we want to clear everything to the this conduit right here. You know what? We are going to destroy this one first. Just because I don't have to go there anymore afterwards. And you'll see what happens when we destroy them.
It shall be as you say.
Now what you can actually do is there are 2 bases here. You can actually destroy them.
The second power cell is active. The spear's sensor array is reacting.
Do not deny your destiny, Artanis. Your people have finally found true unity.
See, this is what happens.
Sensors online. Wait, what is this? Warp prisms approaching our nexus point.
Stalkers, eliminate those warp prisms.
It shall be as you say. I am here in the shadows.
So there is a reprisal each time you destroy one of the warp gates. So, I mean, warp conduits, whatever you call them. So, That's why we're trying to get multiple of them at the same time. So we're going to clear everything here, but not only leave like 1 or 2 stalkers left, and then we will... Jeez. We're kind of able to cycle most of our forces. Oh yeah, you can't blink when you... do that. Oh shit. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to destroy this, then I'll swing around and wipe this out, and then I'll kill the last one. That's the plan right now. Let's do this, just to get some reinforcement.
All shall be one. All conflict shall end.
Okay, this is kind of a yikes scenario. We're gonna get the forces there. This is not great. Not great at all. I might have to head back home, or just hope that the delays. Yikes, this is not going great. Okay, we're gonna kill this. And then we're gonna run over there, and then finally we're gonna kill the final one. Okay.
Every hand turns against you. Even the ground beneath your
Shit.
feet carries the seeds of my victory.
Nidus worms. Warriors, strike them down. We are not defeated yet.
Okay, we actually won. Nice.
We embrace the glory of...
Power transfer completed. The Spear of Adun is ready to depart.
Want all Firstborn freed from Amon aboard, Facesmith. We must flee this world if we are to survive.
As you command.
Okay, victory. Very nice. We killed a lot of enemies. We lost quite a few as well. Warp 5 units in within 10 seconds. I think we did that pretty easily. And then activate all power cells in less than 15 minutes. We did not do that. We took quite a bit of time. Now we get to check out the Spear of Adun, the quote-unquote not Hyperion or Leviathan.
of Adun, a marvel of Kalai engineering, and last of the 3 great Ark ships, each created to ensure the continuation of our culture in a dark time. Within its chambers rest contingents of zealots, Templar who bravely sacrificed, entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords. The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time when our culture shined as a constellation. The celestial array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel.
With this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar.
Okay, so wait, is this? Oh, so you have to choose one of them. So yeah, we get to choose to either travel to Korhal or Shakuras. So like the Heart of the Storm campaign, it's semi-modular. We will have another choice after we finish both of these, where we get to choose between 2 different planets. I think there might be a planet after these 2 that we have to do, and then 2 planets, and then a planet we have to do. Something like that. We're going to head to Korhal first, but first let's listen.
I lost once more. My grand vision of reclamation left in ruins. I have failed my people. This must not stand. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Good that they have Protoss in parentheses there. Anyway, so 194 million Protoss, almost all of them Dark Templar. They will unlock the Dark Templar and the Kaedran Monolith. The first mission is not that difficult, but the second one is really difficult in my opinion. And I want more Spear of Adun abilities before I tackle it. So we're going to head to Korhal first instead.
The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnaga Keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us.
Yeah, and this will give us the Immortal. We'll get it on the second mission. So both of these planets only have 2 missions each. That's kind of the norm. Most of the planets will only have 2 missions, I believe. I might be mistaken on a few accounts, but these 2 only have 2 missions. I believe the Rakshir planet only has 2 missions. Doesn't really matter. Let's head to Korhal.
Evasive war!
Protoss vessel. This is Commander James Raynor. Artanis? Man, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Friend Raynor, you seem rather occupied.
Just another day at the office.
Who are these insurgents?
Call themselves Mobius Corps, an elite guard that used to work for Dr. Narud. They've been striking worlds throughout the sector, leaving few survivors. Each world attacked reported hybrid leaving them.
Then truly, no world is beyond Amon's reach.
Reinforce those bulkheads. Reposition to Mark 7 Alpha. We need to form a battle line. They've overrun Sky Shield, our orbital defense platform. Looks like they've destroyed its atmospheric stabilizers. It's falling fast. If it crashes, it'll obliterate Augustgrad.
We will ensure that does not happen, Commander. Engage their fleet and keep their assault at bay.
Like old times, buddy. Like old times.
Before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
So here we have it, Spear of Adun. Bridge, just like the Hyperion and the Leviathan. The War Council has replaced the Armory and the, I guess, like, spawning pool evolution chamber. That's right, where you can, like, choose the different load-ups. The Solar Core, which will unlock after this mission, is basically the research or the Kerrigan abilities, or in this case, the Spear of Adun abilities. And archives are archives. Kind of interesting is that apparently they were going to replace James Raynor with some sort of A-list celebrity for Wings of Liberty. Then they had the original voice actor from StarCraft 1 do the voices, and he just was so good at it. They were like, you know what, this is right.
I will find the keystone, Zeratul. I will honor your legacy.
I think Artanis' voice lines will change from mission to mission, so I just want to go through them.
Amon sent Mobius Corps to slaughter the Terrans, just as he uses the Protoss against each other. James Raynor. I should have known that fate would draw him into Amon's war. Amon sent
Okay, I think that's
Corps
enough.
to slaughter the Terrans. Karax. Even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness. Your pain. Does the Spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option.
Yeah, I'm not loving the fact that he could just co-opt the Kala. Feels a bit cheap, and considering they're born with the nerve cords, like, I guess he modified them so they could get into the Kala or something, I don't know. Or he corrupted the Kala beforehand. Whatever. I mean, okay.
It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events, and know there is a grander design behind them.
Well, it don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Xel'Naga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on Ire. His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save.
Okay, we're gonna head to the War Console.
A preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She is tethered to the Kala.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the Executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Kala's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here. The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready.
So Ruthana, and I feel like the war room is fine. Basically, you can switch between different units. You can see we have Zealots and we have Stalkers.
The assembly panel allows you to customize your army based on the Protoss technology we encounter. Now you may choose one of the two factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change.
We are the blades of iron.
If we do this and we do this, for example, then the units that run around here should be corresponding to our changes eventually. I feel like the war room works fine. It allows you to be very modular with your abilities, which I think is cool. Okay, that's a Stalker, kind of doing the opposite of what I said should happen. But I feel like Rothana as a character is kind of underdeveloped. They kind of... because, like, Carrick's is kind of Stepman, but he also has some of Swan. I'd say... yeah, that's it, basically. We will meet two more characters who get some introduction, have some influence on the maps, but not that much. And Rothana never really does anything, so she's kind of disappointing. But we are going to actually have this loadout. The Centurion is actually quite good. They charge and they stun. We will be using those eventually. The Stalker actually now has a phase reactor, which restores shields, which is very nice. I think we're going to stick to the Dragoon, however, just because it has the longer range and the more damage. And yeah, each unit has text. I'm not going to be reading them. The Centurion has this. The Zealot has this. It has this little twirly twirl, which is quite good, actually. The Dragoon here. Stalker there. I changed my mind. We're going to have the Zealot for the next mission, and then we'll switch to the Dragoon mission afterwards. Okay, we're going to talk to Rothana, and then we'll be done.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
Are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Aiur. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
So yeah. So if we talk to her, she'll say some stuff between missions, but that's kind of it. Anyway, next episode, we're going to continue with the story. I hope you join me for that. It will be uploaded next Saturday, and I upload content every day of the week. So a lot of Warcraft 3, Diablo 4, and Star Wars Empire War. So subscribe. Anyways, see you guys next time. Take care.